Wasn't it a good idea to not only think about it and talk about it, but also try it? This is still Rotterdam, where I'm today, and I'm going to leave now, but first have a short coffee. I will be picked up in a couple of minutes, so I have to hurry up. Rotterdam was really nice. The view here in the room was awesome, and the coffee was good as well. But today I'm going to Brussels. Interesting. Okay, last check of the room. Let's see if I have everything. Here, bed. Goodbye table. Goodbye bathroom. Goodbye minibar. Rotterdam Harbor.
Hallo, goedemorgen. Hallo, we kunnen back.
I've arrived in Brussels, and it's quite a large hotel and conference center. I'm going to have a talk tomorrow morning, and I'm now checking into my room. There will be something exciting coming up at this episode, so stay tuned. Okay, nice hotel room. So there's the bed, there's the table, and here's a little couch, and over here there's the bathroom. Nice. So I'm staying here one night, and then I'm heading back tomorrow to Munich. But today I'd like to focus on something very specific: the future of mobility. It's kind of a work day today, so I did a lot of calls and emails in the last couple of hours. I'm often asked about the future of mobility. What is the impact of driverless cars and autonomous vehicles? And it's nothing really far away. It's around the corner already. The shift is coming quicker than we think. The whole autonomous vehicle business is a huge market. For the traditional car producers, it's a big challenge because they are disrupted in a way by new players. I want to show you why it's important to look at the autonomous car and autonomous vehicle market. It's important because it's changing our society, our personal life, and a lot of businesses. I want to lay out a couple of points why it's important and why you have to care about this. When Carl Benz invented the car back in 1879, he probably never could imagine what is going on 137 years later. Here in 2016, there are already autonomous cars on the road. And that's the biggest shift of the whole era of the car industry. It's the biggest shift for transportation and mobility for society. And that's at a tipping point. It's starting now. It's interesting what you find out when you ask Google for driverless cars. Let's check this out. Driverless cars. Driverless cars threaten to crash insurance earnings. Driverless cars, pros and cons. Interesting. Autonomous vehicles and driverless cars are creating a whole new ecosystem. It's an ecosystem of innovation. So I'll put autonomous vehicles in the middle, and that's AV. I think the first important point is hardware. The whole tech development and robotics which comes along. Second point is software, artificial intelligence, the whole big data play and smart analytics. That's driving the software side of driverless cars. Then it's important to understand what will be the impact of driverless cars. There will be a large drop of accidents. So when accidents goes down, road safety will increase. It will solve the problem of parking, especially in high-dense cities. You can basically let the car park itself. How we use the car and how it will be inside the car will be changing. So there will be more time when you're commuting. There will be more time when you're going from A to B. So there's a question of what do you do with that time? Will there be entertainment, in-car entertainment? Will it be a place to work? And then there's the question of vehicles. It will be cars, it will be trucks, it will be buses, and there might be trains. All out, fully autonomous, all driverless. No pilots, no drivers. Ultimately, driving will be the new handwriting. And then on the other side, it changes business models. There's the need for a new insurance. At the moment, you're insured for human failures, for human mistakes. That will change in the future. Second is new mobility concepts. Think about Uber, but squared. So it will create a whole new industry. Think about Drive Now, the car sharing service, which is very famous in Germany. It's just fabulous. So cars can park themselves, could come to you when you press a button on the app. Fantastic. And what it creates is a whole ecosystem, an ecosystem of new business model and innovation. So what is interesting about the development of driverless cars, it's sometimes people can't imagine how this change will happen. They can't imagine how a driverless future will look like. I've monitored so many trends in the last decades. And I've seen them come and go, and there are hypes, there are things which are going to last, but it takes ages until they're there. With driverless cars, it's something people will adapt very fast. The technology is here and people will jump on it because people are super lazy. It's so convenient. I guess that within a couple of years, people won't even want to drive anymore. There will be the question if teenagers do need to do the driver's license. Why? And people are so lazy. So I guess this laziness will increase the change to autonomous vehicles and driverless cars. Put on my shoes and now ready for some workout. Let's go. That was a good workout, but I thought about autonomous vehicles all the time during I was running and driverless cars and the impact. And I don't like about thinking about it all the time, so I'd like to try it. So that's what I'm going to do now. So here we are.
Here we are.
So what kind of model is this?
This is the P90D Model X ludicrous modes.
The seatbelt.
For Ludicrous's mode is on.
So, what are the key new features here of this Tesla Model X?
We have the 8.0 firmware update. What we have in this car, we have about everything.
I think for me the key features of the Tesla Model X are first of all, you're a little bit higher on the road than with the Model X,
obviously.
the Model S, and then so the screen here, like the windscreen and the glass, that's just incredible. It looks pretty cool. And the Falcon doors.
Yeah, Falcon wing doors are quite amazing to look at. They look bigger than they are, but are really practical as well. You can even put the car like about 40-50 centimeters away from this car, and it's even opening, even with the sensor that is just on top of the doors, on the roof. I mean, the car opens and calculates if it can open in underground parkings.
And what's the acceleration with that one?
Here we are about at 3.4 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, or 3.9 seconds for the ludicrous P90D Model X.
Okay, so 3.9 seconds from 0 to 100. Should we try it?
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah! 100, yeah? It's so quick.
This was even more than 100, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
You can park yourself just in this spot. It's just perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. Like that. Okay. Yeah, you can still go. That's perfect.
Perfect.
You can just push on the park button.
Park.
What doors you wish to open. And then first there are the driver ones.
Okay. Driver door. And it opens. Perfect. So let's see how the Falcon doors work. So you just press here. Enough space. I like that.
Big success. The 6.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
So you have to say goodbye.
Bye.
That was great. Talking about autonomous cars and then driving one. That was a good idea. I loved the Model X. Well done, Alan.
For other automotives and
It's quite late already here in Brussels, but I'm now on the call with a couple of guys from the Valley. And so I have to do some work and finish this episode of my little vlog. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about autonomous driving and driverless cars. And hope to see you soon again. Bye-bye.